spot, I can't think of it.
Oh well, we're gonna get you another time, yo. I'll get you another time. Alright, so this track it's called Lustified. Lustified it. I'm trying to pun it, I just can't do it. Shout out Big Pun. RIP. The only relation I got with Big Pun is I'm punishing you right now with my attempt at puns. And I'm big. So man, got this adapter on this Focusrite. I'm trying, man. I have to cop another little studio headphone or something. Alright. La la. Alright. Do I hear myself now? Okay, cool. La 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 la. Na na Oh, psych. Alright, before I start though, you know what this is about. Yeah, the pornography addiction, you know. But this is my mind back in 20, what was that? 20, was it 2016? I wrote this like 2016. And anywho, I just want to disclaim right now, for what I'm about to say, if you go like, oh my gosh, I'm so appalled, he is so disgusting. I was like, well, I didn't get at you in person. So, I mean, most likely, if, like I said, if you think I had a crush on you in the past, most likely I did. And since I couldn't really get with you in real life because I didn't want to deal with your parents and all that other stuff or getting accused of rape, I'd rather sit at home. Just saying. All right. Man, I am trying to get this stuff. Okay. Because I can't. Lustified. Yes, I tell them. Yeah, and we pray. Put your hands up to the sky. Yeah. This is the last call for pornography. I'm getting off it. So get yourself up off the wall. Been a while from a chick besides my last chick. It's been about another week since my last fix. Flirted with girls without knowing how they face look. To spending all these hours peeping off of Facebook. From looking up top down to that waist. Thinking if I could get this... Excuse me. From looking up top down to that waist, thinking if I get off the screen, could I have a taste? Answer was suppression, I figured it would give them space. Tripping, talking to girls, probably cause I couldn't lace disgrace. But I kept dreaming anyway, stuck in the past, all these memories, they wouldn't fade. What can I say? She was another broad, wasn't dyke, but she go hard. Had me wanting to come out of them draws, so just tell me if you can relate. Sweaty palms, eyes a mist, hands I couldn't shake. That's what happens without no confidence. Failing now, but couldn't wait to lose consciousness. Wait, I could go beyond in this, cause I can. And the thorns, that's a fire, that's the fire, that's the toad. You know what this is influenced off of, like how we do the hook, but let's go in the second verse. Hello, babe, don't you run from me. I'm smiling, laughing like it's a joke, but it's not funny. You say you want them, so how could you want me? I guess I'm catching up from when I was called ugly. They didn't want me, but somehow now they do. Let's rendezvous so I could get the truth right out of you. Ain't got a coup, just my little 626. A couple things to fix. My brain's in hospice, it's just way too sick. I'm real slick with words, blurs. Give them the curve, kick them straight to the curb when they acting absurd. That's just my observatory regular words. They bore me astonished with the lack of progress. You was thinking solely of yourself, wasn't bothered by no one else. I'm thinking that your daddy didn't give you the belt. Oh well, hell, but you had it bad. Always glass half empty, never glass half full. Another reason to resent me. Let's change the topic. I'm kind of nauseous, kind of hard to keep it going, but nah, I got this. So I hear a lot of you aren't really impressed. I'm 6'5", I shouldn't be rapping words from my chest. Shouldn't be working 2 jobs with one wearing my vest. I guess none of you've been out. I guess none of you have been down and out and depressed with the mom that you skipped out and the dad that you gave out. excuses you try to tout on why no one can hear you shout for help. I figure, well, time for stimulation, time for emulation. Apologize for my abrasive attitude, kinda rude, but I'm through. Like if y'all were in my shoes, you would know just what to do. Blasphemy, you haven't got a clue, so quit asking me why I'm not finished with school. Like you could either wait in line or just keep walking. Tired of hearing me, that sucks cause I'ma keep talking. I've been muzzled enough, I've been told to shush to hush. Became shy, vegetation wasn't looking too lush. No cuss words said, I'm not a book to be read. By its cover you could go with die if you want to see me under, cause I am. So there's that. I talked about the notes there. I mean, you can hear the notes if you want to talk about it, but in the closing notes, I talked about addiction, when and how, opportunity lost growing up, why I did it, no battle against pornography, but rather the battle against addiction for the wrong reasons, battles encountered in relationships, present moving forward. So I stressed it before, but I'll stress it again. I've been called a cheater in numerous relationships, which is understandable. What is cheating? It's, going behind somebody's back, doing something you shouldn't when you're in a committed relationship. I'm not saying you shouldn't cheat, all right? That's not what I'm saying. But I feel like the notion of it's like a job. A relationship is a job. And I'm like, so many people get into a job, like a final job, aka marriage, before even like knowing who you are. You haven't even married yourself yet, but yet you're going to marry somebody else. So there's that. But it's like, yes, I'm not going to sit here. Do I got to go DMX on y'all and start naming chicks for you? Like, I'm not going to do that. But yes, there's a lot of females. Yes, I said I emotionally cheated on women. I physically cheated on women. I mentally cheated on women. I emotionally cheated on women. I'm like, man, it took all that before I could tell you I'm solo polyamorous. But it's like, you do all this stuff where it's like, okay, you got Emmett Till, for example, RIP, no disrespect to his family or anything like that, but you got somebody like that where you're accused of rape, right? Okay. You got so many situations where people get exonerated, but people have been accused, falsely accused people of rape. You could just get falsely accused one time and your life is over as you knew it. You could be innocent, but just because you got accused. Honestly, there should be repercussions if you're proven not guilty and, someone lies about falsely accusing you for rape, you should go to jail. Like, that's not okay. So you have that going around. You have the chance of being a baby daddy going around, which I don't have any kids. I mean, technically I have Hoppin' Your Own Bandit, but that's a dog and a cat. That's not my seed, okay? Excuse me. But you have that. I don't have a kid of my own. I don't want one at the moment because the world's not a good place and it takes a village. The world's a great place. There's great people, but it's just goofy people running it. So I'll leave it at that. Anywho, but I don't want multiple kids with multiple people. Okay. You could get the bad chick, but you could get any chick you really want to. But you don't want to bring them into the situation where you have parents fighting and you're being stalked and it's like you got threats. Also, I just want to shout out black women. I love black women. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. But y'all turned me down numerous times because, I wasn't the typical black dude in our community slanging dope and I didn't have the freshest J's and, things like that. I have an ex, she's mixed, who she was. I dated her in middle school. So, if you ever think that I never dated anybody African-American mixed with anything else, you tripping. I've had numerous other crushes with numerous other types of women. But, black man like myself was never the normal type. And on top of that, so you have all that. You have someone you're talking to that's insecure, let's be honest. You got somebody that's insecure that isn't confident in their own ability. So when you start talking to other women, they get like insecure, which is fine. But it's like, hey, I hope you build yourself up. So it's like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's like I'm talking to 3 other different women behind your back. I'm not going to tell you that. Why am I going to I want you to build yourself up, and that's what I want for you because you're beautiful in your own regard and you don't need to compare yourself to all these other women. I'm going to say it too, is that you don't need all this makeup. Do what you got to do. And it's like people could judge me, well, why are you doing it off of Facebook? It's like, well, stop showing your stuff all over the dang screen, girl. I'm not saying that's not right, but it's like and it's dangerous. I mean, everything, like, let's talk about adult education period, which I'm gonna get more into, and I'm actually gonna teach classes about that. Our schools only taught us the bare minimum of sexual education. They didn't tell us everything we needed to know. So it's like, honestly, my sexual prowess I got from pornography and watching other people do their stuff. So it's like, that's the only reason I got good with that. And I feel like it's a justice. Why don't you give everybody the same knowledge and let the best men win? Let the best women win, Whoever could do it the best, but don't rob them of that knowledge. So that's all I got to really say about that is I used to run away from that. I used to think I was the problem. And I mean, I'm not going to sit here and condone and say everything's okay, but I mean, why was the internet made? I'm just going to leave it at that. And plus, I was, in 6th grade when I saw my first stuff. I didn't ask to see it, but it just happened. So, all right. Yeah, that's about it for that topic. We'll get into it a little more. Let's hit the next one.